Hi guys, so now we are on my Arch Linux desktop. I will be using it for the demonstration because I've already got everything set up and I don't want to undo and redo things. So in this case we need to add a package like pretty much everything else. I will be using Denyhosts for the purpose of limiting the number of attempts that you can do on SSH before you're barred. So as you can see, I need to download that file package. Now that's installed. So what do I need to do next? I will need to go to rc.d. I'm stopping the service. I want to copy the file over. You don't have to, but obviously if you want to keep the records and on a web server, that would be kind of good to keep there. I'm sure something to be done with that. So now I've copied it over. Now we're going to use the echo command. Whatever's in the file, we want to basically erase and make a clean copy. Until I used this, I had no idea the echo command could do this, so it's kind of interesting because you can do in one command erase everything instead of just going with an editor and just wasting it, or just removing it and creating a blank file. Well, that's efficient when you know how to do these things. This is one of those examples that shows how the command line can be pretty powerful. Alright, so now we're restarting. So we've done that part. That's the easy part. Now we're going to use touch.etc hosts.evil. The touch command has two functions. It basically does a timestamp. That means that if you were to use touch on a file that exists, it will give it the timestamp of the present time on the system. Since this file did not exist, hosts.evil, it basically created an empty file. And so that's where we are now. We created an empty file that we're gonna use. Next, we go to the config file. What do we need to do here? I'm going to comment this one out, and as you can see, it already exists. See, it was pointing to hosts.deny, and now it's going to point to hosts.evil instead. Fairly simple. And we're going to purge it. We're going to set it up for the purge. That means, imagine yourself in a situation where you have people that need to connect. A lot of people on this needs to connect on this, and you want to you goof up. Legitimate people may goof up and do too many attempts and block themselves. You give them you can give them a 15-minute before they have the ability to try again. You can give them a week, 5 days, a year, etc. You decide, or a month maybe. Well, no, you can't give them a month there. It doesn't exist here. We basically do 4 weeks. So that's pretty good. So that's it. So basically, you decide how long you want to keep somebody blocked. Remember, it's just the IP address. So if you were in a situation where you blocked yourself, you're outside of the city, you can't get to it, you just need to find a new IP address just to connect again. And that's assuming you remember what your password is. Alright, so next, what else we got to do? Next, we need to go into what's we call it there? I'm just showing you. Hey, so this is the way it should be here. By default, it is. So you should have done that, right? Now we're gonna go into the allow. As you can see, there's already something set up here, but this was meant for a private little system. So obviously, I don't expect somebody from the outside to be able to get in. So that's why I set it up that way originally. But in this case, if this was the web server, and that's the way I set it up, we want all to be able to get in with the accept. So we would have exceptions. See, hosts dot evil. So all are accepted with the exceptions of anybody that's in the hosts.evil. So far so good. Now all that's left to do is to go into the rc.conf, hosts, so that every time you boot up, it will be starting up automatically. And now rc.d deny hosts start. So there we go. We are ready. So that's how you set it up. Now we're going to move back to the server, the one that's already set up, and we're going to have a little demonstration. I'm just going to show you how that works out.